Welcome to XCOM 2 parent info video. As mentioned in my channel intro video, there will be one of these for every single Let's Play I make to educate, to inform the parents and guardians of children of what the children will actually be exposed to when they play these games and what the children will be able to learn from these particular games. XCOM 2 is set in a bit of a futuristic setting where aliens have successfully invaded the planet and, well, taken it over and converted majority of the population to actually be on their side of things. And the player plays a resistance movement, well, determined to overthrow the alien control of the planet. That's the premise of the game. Now the game does feature obviously violence because the player is playing the resistance movement, fighting the alien invaders and their, well, human helpers. There is going to be explosions, there are going to be guns, there are going to be swords and other things to take into account. However, the game is played from a top-down view, so it is a little less bloody than you could, well, imagine from the description.
Confirmed.
However, there are many things here which are kind of controversial when you look at them and when you think about them a little bit, but which can also be very good at helping a child, well, learn how these things work. For example, the whole premise that you are a resistance movement means that you are ambushing soldiers who are on their routine patrols and so forth. Essentially, you are the aggressor. Is this alright? Is it alright to kill the enemies? Use full advantage of the situation of ambush and all of these questions of would it be honorable to yell a battle cry or to shoot from the concealment? All of these things are things you can definitely talk with your child or with whoever's child happens to be playing this particular game, and you might be supervising it for some reason or another. Of course, it also deals with the fact there are genetically modified humans. Is it alright to simply consider them hostile, them enemies, because they might be converted against their will by the, in this case, the alien invaders? They might not want to be part of it, but they have been forced into it. Is it then alright to simply treat them as a hostile enemy who needs to be eliminated? A very good question. As for what you can learn out of the game, well, it is a strategy game, so patience, tactics, and, well, planning in general. What kind of equipment to bring on what kind of mission, what kind of weaponry is good for dealing with certain kind of enemies, and all of this, it's essentially a rock, paper, scissors practice, but it is also very important of a learning process. This is good against that, and this is good against that. Very simple game mechanics, which can also be good for learning various things. But also, the game does teach risk management, because big part of XCOM 2 is actually risk management. If you keep taking shots, which have 50% chance to hit, you are going to, on average, miss every single shot, and if you do not position, move and change the circumstances so as to increase your odds of success, then you are more likely to fail the more you do that. And that is a very, very nice thing to teach to somebody, right? Risk management. Improve your chances of success, you are more likely to succeed, or then you just try to do it enough times that you will eventually succeed. Which is the better way to go? For the moment? Or for the situation at hand? Very important, very good thing to learn for life in general. Thank you very much for watching, hopefully this was educational and helpful to some of you parents out there.